It's the John Hamm of smartwatches. The centerpiece of the 360 is the 1.65-inch display that protrudes ever so slightly from its round shell. It runs almost completely edge to edge, encircled by only the smallest of bezels. The display has terrific viewing angles, and is easily, and surprisingly, viewable outdoors. It's not a perfect circle, though, not quite. There's a small cutout strip of black plastic at the bottom, which houses the device's internals and sensors. It hurts the look a bit, but I hardly notice it anymore. The screen looks great at a glance, but not under close scrutiny. Its 320 by 290 resolution is low enough that you'll see jagged edges on letters and can easily make out individual pixels, and the beveled edges of the Gorilla Glass give off a sort of shimmering moire pattern. The edges almost glitter, making everything harder to read and just a little bit dirty looking. It's a fingerprint magnet, too, which doesn't help. It's the only thing about the 360 that looks or feels cheap. For the device you're not likely to spend a lot of time looking at, this screen does its job fine. But a crisper display that sits flush with the bezel would feel even more immersive, more like a sapphire wristwatch. Motorola loves to talk about what an engineering accomplishment the round screen is, but there's work left to be done. Round is hard, though, and not just for Motorola. Google may technically support round displays with Android Wear, but the 360 provides constant confirmation that this operating system was designed with rectangles in mind. Scrolling through a list will often cut off titles and images. Sometimes list items get kicked way down to the bottom of the screen for no apparent reason. As with the display, there's nothing necessarily broken here. These are just small cracks in the armor that keep the 360 from feeling truly like a perfect, polished device. There's not much Motorola can do about it, either. For all its hardware prowess, the Moto 360 is functionally just like every other Android Wear device. This is Google's platform, and it controls it tightly. That makes the 360, at its most basic, just a much more attractive way to see all the same notifications on your phone. New emails, texts, calls, tweets, weather information, everything pops up on your watch. In many cases, there's also an easy way to respond without ever taking your phone out of your pocket. You can also perform basic Google searches, set reminders, take notes, and get quick directions to the nearest Starbucks. Android Wear is the everything inbox, and it's the same thing no matter which device you're shouting "OK Google" at. I should note, though, that the 360's voice recognition seems to be even better than the other watches. It has 2 microphones built in, plus Motorola's impressive software. It almost never misheard me.